What's up, guys? Okay, so I'm sure you guys are here because you want to find out why and why you've never actually been able to lose fat, and I'm about to teach you how to actually lose fat. Now, you may have heard this concept before in another way, but you probably never heard it the way I'm about to explain it, and I'm about to explain to you exactly why you haven't lost the weight that you want, you haven't gotten the body that you want, you haven't gotten to where you want to be, whether it's scale weight, removing that double chin, getting rid of the muffin tops, losing the cellulite, whatever, okay? Whatever it is, it all requires the same process, and that is a reduction in body fat, okay? Now, just so you know, you guys already have six packs, okay? You already got it. The reason why you can't see it is because it's covered by a layer of fat, okay? So the only way you're going to be able to reveal those abs is by reducing your body fat, right? Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have tried like keto and paleo and high carb, low carb, high protein, high this, high that, and you still couldn't lose any weight, right? There's a reason why, and I'm about to explain this to you, okay? So first off, you need to understand this. When it comes to fat loss, it's always a calorie gain. Always a calorie gain, okay? So every single diet, there's like, I don't know, 20,000 diets out there these days, like no joke, right? They all have one thing in common. They somehow, some way create a calorie deficit, because the way that the human body works even for all animals, okay, is the only way you're going to lose fat is by creating a caloric deficit. Okay, so let me give you a little visual, because if you're like me, I like to see stuff, right? So let me give you an example. Okay, so we're going to talk about how you're actually going to do this. Now, first off, let's explain how you got fat to begin with. Okay, anytime that you consume more calories, which for most of you is coming from junk food. Let's be real, because most of you eat crap like all day long. Let's be real. Okay, so it's very, very easy to overconsume calories whenever you're eating crappy foods. Okay. So anytime that you consume more calories than your body burns, you're going to store all that excess as fat. Let me give you an example, okay? Now, this right here is your BMR, okay? This is a prime example of the average dude, average chick, okay? Average chick, average dude, okay? Your body is constantly burning calories all day, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365, all the time, okay? So, and what you have each day is you have what's known as your BMR. This stands for your basal metabolic rate. And basically what this means in just dummy terms, this means that how many calories it requires your body to function, basically, each day, right? So let's say, for example, the average female, it requires her, on average, about 1,300 calories just to sustain life. Breathing, heart rate, body temperature, brain functions, cellular processes and biochemical reactions that are going on within the body, right? That requires calories in order for that to happen, okay? So the average female does 1,300. The average dude does about 1,900. If you're taller, more muscular, this is 2,000, 21, 2,200. It's a little bit more. So this is the averages, right? Now, the way that you got fat, okay, it's real simple, people. You know this. Nobody's ever told you the truth, right? And I'm the fat loss specialist. So just in case you guys don't know who I am, okay, I'm the owner of this gym, okay? You're only seeing a piece of it because I'm over here in the corner right now. But I'm the owner of this gym. I am the fat loss master shredder, okay? I take people who are fat and make them ripped. It's what I do all day, every day. That's my specialty, okay? I've written 2 books on this, okay? It's a step-by-step process. You follow the steps, you get ripped, period, okay? Ladies, you follow the steps, you get defined. Period. All definition is low body fat levels. That's it. Okay? So, sweating bullets in here right now. Okay? So, let's go back to how you got fat. Okay? Anytime that you consume more than you burn, so if you're to consume, and this is also why a lot of people get fat so easily. Okay? Most people get fat so really easily because they don't work out. Okay? They don't work out, or they only work out 3 days a week, right? When you don't work out, that's all you're getting for the day. Okay, so if eating more than you burn is what leads to body fat storage, if you didn't work out and you ate 1,400, you just got fat, ladies. Okay, dudes, if you ate 2,000, you just got fat, bro. Okay, because you didn't work out. This is why I recommend everybody burn calories every day. Okay, so that way you can actually eat your normal amounts of food, right? So anytime that you overconsume. Now, for you ladies, okay, the average American, I think the last time I heard, the average American eats like 3,700 calories a day. Something like that. Some like ridiculous number, okay? Because they basically eat junk all day long, fast food, you know, pizza, Starbucks, like whatever, you know. So they typically, look at this, and they don't work out. So the average female, right, she's only burning 1,300, but she ate 3,700, okay? Now do you see why the average female is 169 pounds, okay, when she should be like 105, 115, right? This is why America is so fat, okay? They don't work out and they eat a lot, okay? Same thing with the guys. The average guys are about 196 pounds at 5'9", okay? 50, 60 years ago, the average dude weighed 150, okay? 196 now, okay? Massive, massive difference, okay? The average dude's got a 40-inch waist, okay? We're not winning right now, humans. We're not winning. You need to learn how to eat right, people. So we're gonna go over this. Anyway, so that's how you gain fat. So anytime that you eat more than your body burns, right, you store the excess as fat. It's how everybody gains weight. It's how all animals get fat. It's just how it is, right? So how do we lose fat? Super simple, okay? For number one, you wanna work out every day and burn calories, okay? Yes, I said every single day, okay? It doesn't always have to be like crazy intense, but you definitely need to get out and do something active. Even on those days that you need a rest, go do something like, go for like a little hike or something, right? Burn some calories, okay? So here's what you do. Now, if the average female is to work out every day like she's supposed to, her output is gonna be around 2,000 calories a day, okay? The average dude, he's gonna be upwards of like 3,000, okay? For the average dude that works out. Okay, with that BMR and him working out, plus workout recovery, afterburn, so forth. This is about just giving you some easy numbers so that way you can understand, okay? So when you're working out every day, and the girls are burning 2,000, the guys are burning 3,000, here's how you lose fat, people. It's super, super simple, okay? This is like super simple, okay? So all you gotta do is do the exact opposite of what you did to get fat, okay? Exact opposite. Work out, okay, and restrict, okay? Now, not restrict to where you're starving, although fasting is good for you, okay? That's not what we're talking about today, though. You just limit your calorie intake, okay? So for the average dude, I'd put him at, say, 2,100, okay? I'd put her at, say, 1,500, okay? Now, she burned 2,000. She only took in 1,500. Now, she's in a 500-calorie deficit, okay? She burned, but she only consumed this, and then her body basically goes, we burned a lot of calories today, we need some extra calories. Where are we gonna get that from? Thank you, body fat. That is how you lose body fat, people. That's it. That's all you gotta do, okay? Same thing with the dudes. So if he burns 3,000 plus a day, he only took in 2,100, what's gonna happen is he's in a 900 calorie a day deficit, right? Boom, and there goes that belly. And here comes the abs, okay? This is how you burn fat, people. It's super, super simple. It's a super simple concept. All you gotta do is two things. Two things. Burn calories and then track your calories, okay? Because your idea of 1,500 or 2,100 by eyeballing it, it's not, okay? It's not. I hear this all the time from people all over the nation, okay, on social media, okay, that are like, I'm only eating 1,200 calories a day. I just can't lose any weight. Really? Are you measuring your portions? Are you tracking your intake? No? So how do you know you're eating 1,200? I don't know. Let me see. Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? No. So what makes you think you're eating 1,200 calories a day? If you're not losing weight, you're actually eating upwards of 2,000 plus, and if you're like the average American, 3,700 plus, or something like that. Whatever the actual number is today. I don't even know, but it's a lot. People eat too damn much, okay? So that's it. That's how you lose fat. That's all it is. Burn calories, limit calories. That's it. Okay, it's super simple. So how do you do that? It's super simple. So we actually teach our people, and I teach in my books and all this stuff too. There's some hacks on how to meal prep, people. You know the old school way where you gotta do all this, right? Where you're like 6 meals a day, you know, you gotta prep. We don't do that, okay? We don't do that, okay? Because here's the reality. Here's what science has shown, and this is what what has been proven through my experience. I've been doing this for 15 years, okay? I've been doing this a really long time, okay? So this is not necessary, okay? You don't need to eat 6 times a day, okay? Matter of fact, you really can just get away with just doing one if you wanted to. You could. You could do just 1 meal a day and then just fast for the whole rest of the day. The results, as long as your calories are in check, are gonna be the same, okay? Now, I personally, when I'm doing meal plans, I like to give people 3 because it keeps them within their normal, like how they've eaten their whole lives, so it just makes it simple. So you would just make those calories up with these 3 meals. Now, with that said, 2,100 calories of pasta is gonna have a completely different effect on your body than 2,100 calories of protein and vegetables, okay? So even though I say calories are king and it's always about calories, it is, but you wanna achieve those calories by eating the right foods, okay? There's the right foods to eat and there's the wrong foods to eat, okay? So this is really simple. So like I was saying, so what we do is we actually have I have a little strategy on how to like meal prep. I got all these little hacks and stuff like that actually makes this super easy. So to where like when it comes to staying on track with your food, it's like a 5-year-old could do this, okay? A 5-year-old could do this. It's so simple. So anyway, so that's the basics on how you lose fat. If you do this every single day, you're going to lose fat every single day. It's proven 100% of the time. If you create a calorie deficit, you lose fat, okay? If you eat in a surplus, you gain fat, period, okay? So if you're one of these people that hasn't been losing, it's because you're eating more than you're putting out, okay? You might be thinking like, oh, I'm working out every day. What people think is working out versus what they should really be doing, the average person's workout's pretty pathetic, okay? Just being real, let's be real here, they're pretty pathetic, okay? They don't know how to train, okay? They ain't training near as intense as they possibly, as the body could potentially, as intense as they need to in order to get the most optimal results the fastest, okay? So this pretty much sums up on how we burn fat. Like I said, we got some hacks on how we do this. And one of the things that we do too for our team too is we have this really expensive body fat testing machine that actually tells us what your BMR is, right? And we do this every single week to test your body fat so we can also see how much muscle you put on, how much actual body fat you've lost, right? And this is another, like a little accountability tool that we use with our clients, which helps keep them on point and helps force them to do what they're supposed to do so that way they can get the results that they want, right? And it all comes from, number one, when it comes to coaching, man, is accountability. This is the number one most important thing that you have to dial in to get results, right? So this is our number one focus, which is why I wanted to make this video so that way you guys could actually understand this. So if you're interested in taking your body to the next level and you're ready to actually get ripped or defined, ladies, right? Ripped for the dudes, defined for the ladies, and ready to start looking awesome, hit me up and we'll actually set you up for like a trial workout and you can actually see how we do it and then we can go from there. Okay, so hope you guys are having an awesome day. Make sure you share this video, and you may need to rewatch this so that way you get this and get this concept. Okay, because a lot of you are probably going to try and do this on your own. Here's the reality. Okay, everybody needs a coach. Okay, if you look at the greatest athletes of all time, if you look at the greatest anybody, they got mentors and coaches. Why? Because there's somebody there that is pushing them to do what they need to do, which they normally wouldn't do because there's going to be lots of days where you don't feel like doing anything. Well, guess what? When you got a coach, you're forced to do it. So guess what that means? You get results. Secondly, you're going to be pushed harder. Third, the accountability portion of this entire thing, from having to show up, from having to do body fat tests, from having to track your food, from having to do what you're supposed to do. But remember, tracking your food's easy because we got hacks. That is the key to your success. But remember, all this, because what's going to happen is some of you guys are going to watch this video and you're going to try and do this. But because no one's holding you accountable, you ain't gonna be able to do it. You're not. You're just not. Because if you had that kind of discipline, you'd already be lean, okay? You'd already be there. But you don't have that kind of discipline. You don't have that kind of self-accountability. So you need some actual coaching. So anyway, so if you guys are interested in moving forward, hit me up. And I'll be glad to reach out and give you a call and then bring you in for a trial workout so you can actually see how it goes. Have a great day.